Alright, and we're gonna get right back into this match here. Man, I love hearing those like team names that the announcer says. It's like automatic in the game, but it is so cool. Gonna get back into this here with game 2 of the best of 2 set. Signature already came out with the win in game 1 with a pretty awesome performance. The gyrocopter alchemist combo, pretty legit here. As MVP, they let Signature go for it again. They got Gyrocopter and Tusk, which was pretty much the same opening as the last match. And maybe they really want them to go for the Alchemist again, but I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, you really couldn't do anything about it. And Signature just went in and they took everything. Team fight's pretty easy there for Signature to take, even with the Invoker. Maybe Phoenix, they don't want to go for the Anti-Mage this time. Maybe they think that will be enough to change up how the match went. They pick up Death Prophet.
Radiant team pick.
Death Prophet sending a lot of waves through the Dota scene right now. MVP Phoenix deciding that they want to maybe go a little bit more aggressive into the Signature lineup. And they go for the Death Prophet this time.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Man, my room right now can't figure out if it wants to be too cold or a little bit warm right now. So, working with some temperature issues here. And I guess the Tusk likes it nice and cool for Signature Dota 2. As they go for their third hero here. Taking a lot of time here. And another difference is that MVP Phoenix went for the Spirit Breaker. We'll see where they decide to play that. Could be played in the off lane or the support role. Got some popcorn to watch this match with. Certainly will be exciting. Signature taking quite a few seconds as they decide where they're going to go for the rest of their draft. Elsewhere in the qualifiers, let's take a quick look at how the other games are going. Let's start with the rest of SCA. Any developments lately? Not really had too many. Couple heroes picked up from MVP Phoenix and Signature. We've got the Clockwork and the Viper again to come out from Signature. Well, the Viper's new. They go for the Alchemist time, and MVP Phoenix, they get a Witch Doctor. Again, could be good for taking down those towers early. Looks like MVP Phoenix definitely want to have that early pressure. Right now, Mineski X is at the top of Group B with 3 games played. And they have 1 win and 2 ties. Fnatic will be next with 1 win and 1 tie. But that group's still pretty much wide open. Win here from Signature.Trust would put them right into the thick of things. And it would seem that their mid player leaving them doesn't have as much of an effect on them as it might seem. At least for now. And now we'll get into
5 seconds remaining.
our last picks here for the teams before we get into the match.
Reserve time.
Bounty hunter.
Okay.
Radiant team pick.
Well, MVP go for the bounty hunter. Interesting pickup here. It's one that we see sometimes, but not so often as of late. Gotta close that door.
10 seconds.
We do
remaining.
not want to wake the roommate up.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
And there's the Zeus. Can be played for signature. And oh, interesting. Is this a support Zeus? We'll see where they decide to play it. Zeus definitely good against the bounty hunter. They could pretty much take out those initiations as well as the spirit breaker, lightning bolt, because interrupt those charges as well as finding the invoker with the true sight. So Zeus a pretty interesting pick here, especially as a support. And it could be very crucial to secure a lot of these kills for Phoenix.
10 seconds remaining.
With that being said, let's jump into our match here. Game 2 between Signature.Trust
Prepare for
and MVP Phoenix. We got the Clockwork played by ABBA already going into that dire jungle. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, we've got Wickles again on the Gyrocopter. Fei Mao on the Zeus. A Jab playing the Tusk. And my pro, DeFei, on the Viper. Meanwhile, for MVP Phoenix, we've got Forev on that offlane Spirit Breaker. Dubu on the Witch Doctor with the Monkey on his back. QO playing that Death Prophet. Febby is going to be playing a Bounty Hunter. MP again reprising that Invoker. And QO, I guess, going with that carry Death Prophet. See how that works out in this match. We have seen something like it before. Didn't really do
30
so
seconds
well.
to battle.
We will see how she does it this match, though. A couple heroes middling around here. Seeing who's going to get the first blood. Spirit Breaker could be ready for the charge. Witch Doctor steps up. He has a paralyzing cast. These teams, they like to... Okay. They don't like to fight out at the bottom room. I thought they might go for it for a second, and Febby's just going to take the one at top. Nope, just kidding. Clockwork gets it as well. Alright, so MVP Phoenix for the second match in a row. Don't get any bounty runes. And we're going to get right into this match. We've got MP on the top lane instead of the mid invoker this time. And QO going to be hanging out on mid. Viper doing a lot of damage already. She does the life sucky suck. And Febby puts some hits onto the Viper. Takes a lot of damage there. And now the Tusk, he decides that he wants in on the action too. They put down the Sentry Ward in mid. And the Bounty Hunter has 2 Sentry Wards there. Will the Tusk... Nope, he only has a Snowball right now. So Febby now knows that there is a Sentry Ward in the mid lane. And he can go and de-ward it with his Sentry Ward and the Tango. But he is just going to back up for now. We'll see if he decides to go for it. He does have to get that health back up though. Lots of good harass done there early, though. Meanwhile, on the mid lane, okay, back to the mid lane. We've got Kyo, gonna get the snowball, gonna suck the life out of the Tusk. First blood goes to Febby, And now the Viper going to get the follow-up onto the Death Prophet. Febby going to take a couple hits on the Viper, but he's not going to take him down there. He'll just walk around for a little bit. They do deward that, which I guess sparked the engagement. Bounty Hunter going to go invis. Tusk has another Sentry Ward, but Bounty Hunter is still going to win the war, as he has another one in his inventory. There's, okay, double Sentry deward. So Febby, pretty quick on that one, is going to keep his elusiveness on that mid lane for now. Tusk going to get a hit on the back from the Bounty Hunter. Slow down for a second. Clockwork also getting low on the top lane. Forev is invis. Zeus not going to be able to see him as he doesn't use the lightning bolt. Not really worth it right now either. And, well, Zeus goes over to the mid lane. He has... No, that's Forev. Forev with the invis rune. There's a sucky suck onto the Viper. The Sunstrike. Oh, the Viper just moves out of it as the Spearbreaker Bash kind of knocked the Viper out. And now Febby in trouble. Oh, it does go down. A couple of things hitting him there. Well, Clockwork just content to sit in the trees here, waiting for some experience to come his way. Right now, the Gyrocopter leads the net. We're 17 kills on the creeps, not at 19. Looking pretty good there. Febby has roamed over to the bottom lane. Looking at the Zeus. Puts the blade into his back. Gotta be careful though. That Zeus has some of that lightning bolt action. Could see that Bounty Hunter pretty easily. Clockwork gonna find the Witch Doctor for a little bit here. Take some experience from that pool. Lots of just fencing around here. Jubu getting pretty low thanks to those cogs and the Clockwork Battery Assault. Charge here onto the Zeus. Eventually we'll go down to the Bounty Hunter and the Spirit Breaker. And Tusk still staying around that mid lane at level 3 right now. Kyo could be in trouble. And now here comes a rotation on the mid lane. The Spirit Breaker getting cased around where the creeps, so he's not going to use the charge. And Febby just pretty much walking around at his leisure right now. Gyrocopter almost has the call down. I'm just going to chase Forev around the tower. Meanwhile, we have action on the mid lane, so Forev, he will go down. And meanwhile, we got the snowball onto Kyo. Kyo takes the battery assault and the cog back. She's trying to heal up, but it is not going to be enough. There is a Sunstrike onto the Viper, but it doesn't matter. That is 3 down on the mid lane. Easily. And so that is 4 down. All for Signature. And lots of pings came in.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, that was just Death Prophet thinking she was a little bit tankier than she was. Now level 4 against the Viper's level 6. I mean, she's doing terrible right now. That's just the best way you can say it. I mean, she's just so far behind. Here comes the Bounty Hunter slow onto the Viper. The Sunstrike not going to be enough, and the Viper continues to get away. A Clockwork comes in with the battery assault. He is rather low, but now Febby. Febby about to go down. Does. Kyo has to back up. Witch Doctor tries to come in with the stun and the paralyzing cast. There is a charge onto the Tusk. Tusk could be a little bit far in here, but the Zeus helps get the kill on the mid lane. And the Spirit Breaker continues to come in onto the Tusk. Oh man. Nice lightning bolt by the Spirit Breaker. Interrupts the charge and keeps him safe. So right now, it doesn't seem like there's so much that the MVP can do. I mean, they let Signature basically go for their same initial draft, and they decide that there are scarier things that they don't want Signature to play. I don't even know if the Alchemist was banned out. I wasn't watching too hard, but I didn't see it. Forev with the charge onto Lakels. There are 3 here from SIG, and now here comes the big call down. Sunstrike does take down the Gyrocopter. Meanwhile, the Zeus takes out the Bounty Hunter, and Zeus also got to be careful. Now at level 4.5, he's just gonna use the Clarity to get back up to full mana here. I mean, MVP, they do get a little bit back from the fight. I mean, the Gyrocopter goes down, and that's a pretty important kill, but still, they are using quite a bit to get that. MVP surrounding the Clockwork at top. He does have the Tusk to help him out, and there also comes in the Viper from the side. He's going to see Dubu. Dubu, he's got to get saved. He's trying to heal up as best he can. He eats a Fairy Fire, and it's not enough. The Viper just attacks him right down. The Tusk going to get charged down in the trees, level at 5 right now, and the charge is going to get cancelled. Febby trying to do some scouting here, and QO is going to find the 8-minute rune at top.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Febby gonna put the slow onto the Clockwork. Here comes the Sunstrike, gonna do quite a bit of damage. The snowball does help out the Clockwork for just a second, but he does go down. There comes the Lightning Bolt onto MP. He's trying to back up now, and he will get away. Defoe getting pretty low thanks to those Forge Spirits. Forge Spirit, oh man, he uses the smoke, which means that he's going to stay alive. So the thing is, the smoke doesn't pop unless there are heroes in the vicinity, and the Forge Spirits aren't heroes, so the smoke helps the Clockwork there. The call down comes through, and Lakels, oh, the hook by the Clockwork. Lakels stays alive. He's still alive now. The paralyzing cast does come through, but Febby and Dubu, they got to get back out. Spirit Breaker and the Death Prophet, they already went down. The Tusk Punch comes on to Dubu, and Dubu goes down to the Tusk Slash. Gyrocopter did get away there, and okay, the Sunstrike will hit onto the Clockwork. He goes down. Tusk gonna snowball back. He didn't go for the kill onto the Bounty Hunter. Now the charge going on to Tusk. They don't want to give up these kills here. The Cold Snap going to eventually wear off at the Forge Spirits. Not fast enough to chase down the Tusk. MVP still gets some gold back from it. I mean, but the Gyrocopter didn't die. I mean, that's the most important thing. Charge continues on to the Tusk. Oh, they knew all about it. They scouted him out with the ward that is placed on the high ground over here. And now for Rev, Zeus doesn't have enough mana here, but the Gyrocopter, utilizing the block from the Zeus, eventually gets the kill. Oh man, they're so good at their blocks. QO with the Exorcism going in on mid. There is a Clockwork here with a hook goes onto the QO and Viper. That's an easy kill. Yeah, QO dead. Well, there was a nice hook there by the Clockwork, and this Death Prophet, 0, 5, and 2. I mean, you're 10 minutes of the game. You're the mid, and you already died 5 times. That's what I do in my matches. That's not what the pro player should be doing. Clockwork just taking out the bounty on top with the help of the Tusk. I mean, this is just the same old story. MVP lose the early game, and Signature, they turn it into the towers and the creeps and the gold, and this is what happens when you don't learn. You do almost the same draft. You let the other team just do what they want. I mean, there was a little bit of variation, but the Gyrocopter and the Tusk is the same, and I mean, if you let them have the gyro, you got to do something about it. And right now, it seems like MVP just can't. QO's smoke going to get taken off by the gyrocopter, and they just back up. They're pretty good at that. Signature looking around here, and we'll see if they're able to find anything. I mean, right now MVP, they're being forced into some pretty advanced positions because they need something to happen in this match, and they need to get some gold. They need to try to get some kills, and they might need to get some towers. And right now it's just not happening. Hook here by the Clockwork. Kyo gonna get slowed down by the Gravity Assault. The Cogs will push her away, and now the health suck goes on the Clockwork, who again takes the full brunt of the Sunstrike. He goes down once more, and now Tusk, he's trying to get out. Here comes another Mana Suck. He's going to go back in with the Snowball. The calldown comes through. Febby, pretty low, does go down to the Viper. Viper with a double kill. Tusk gets a kill there with the punch. And, I mean, MP is going to look for something on the backside, but he's not going to find it. Tusk just TP's out. I mean, it's a 3-for-1. The Clockwork once again goes down, but you're getting less and less from that kill. And Zeus just free to be on bot. Uses the ult every so often. I guess that tends to work. There is a charge here onto the gyrocopter. He's tanking the tower. Now here comes a TP by the Death Prophet. Cold Snap onto the gyrocopter. He's going to get hit by the Sunstrike, and he will go down to the Death Prophet. Now Viper's going to get charged up. He is going to get helped out by the Snowball, but it's not enough. Oh man, the paralyzing cast between the Satyr and the Tusk. He's trying to get out. He won't. Deafening Blast comes through, but it's a triple kill for QO. Damn. He's going... Oh. The Satyr Banisher slows down QO. QO still with the tower aggro and getting healed up by the Witch Doctor. And they bait out the Clockwork. Damn, that was a pretty good bait. Well, MVP get their first tower of the match, showing that they are not quite done here. We have not looked at anything right now, so let's just look at net worth, XP, whatever you guys want. Let's get that right up there. Also items, Death Prophet working towards that Yules. Febby's going to be on that Blink, Invoker already going for that Rod Aegis, Midas. And Viper has a mechanism. You know, I really would expect, I mean, the Radiant to have more like items at this point. But after those couple of kills, MVP, they're getting right back into this.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Charge goes on to the Viper. He's going to get interrupted once again by the Zeus. This is why they picked it. I mean, at least it's one of the reasons. Clockwork Hook here, onto 2. Death Prophet uses the Exorcism, goes up in the air, doing some damage, but it doesn't matter. I mean, right now, MVP, the Tusk will go down. And they do have an avenue back in this match with the Bounty Hunter, but right now, I mean, they're only getting like 1 kill per fight, at the most. There's a triple kill on the gyrocopter. I mean, right now, MVP, they just need to be able to stay in fights with the Bounty Hunter to get those tracks off. But right now, they're not even close. Like, gyrocopter is too strong right now for their team. And they back up. They don't want MVP to get any more of those return kills that they've been getting. and they're just going to back up. Just avoid those from even happening. I mean, when MVP gets them, they delay the game by a little bit. And right now, that's... Nope. Yeah, that's not going to work either. Here we see the gyrocopter in his natural habitat. He's going for those ancients. He's gonna take them down. He's hunting for the mud golems. Or rather, the granite golems. He's going to hit that granite golem down. Grant it the coup de grace. He's gonna be taking out those black dragons. He tames them like the beast he is. He's also going to find the sentry ward. And he takes it out in the top lane.
Radiant's top tower is
Couple
under
years
attack.
at top now. Death Prophet trying to get something else for her team. And she's almost alone right now. Rocket comes in, and the hook by the Clockwork. There's a nice duels by the Death Prophet to keep the Clockwork out of there, and the paralyzing cask. Oh man, now we have the charge onto the gyrocopter, and the ultimate tap on the shoulder puts him back into the Sunstrike. Gyrocopter down. Oh, that ice shard blocking for Evan. He's trying to get out. He will.
Radiant's top tower is under
And
attack.
that's a pretty damn good kill for MVP. They get vision from the Dire Observer,
Bottom tower is under attack.
and that helps them get the kill. 1,500 gold change from just that one kill there. And now they can go into the Roshan.
Tower has fallen.
We'll see if they're able to take it out. Kyo taking a lot of damage. Has that... Oh, man. Based Roshan. Help him out. It's alright. The Exorcism does take out the big guy. And Death Prophet has that Aegis now. Also going to help heal up thanks to the Exorcism with the damage that was done.
Dire's middle tower is under
Tuska's
attack.
finished off that Midas. And Viper's got a Yasha and a Mechanism. So... Taking a quick look at, a not so quick look at the items here. Viper 6, 1, and 10, looking pretty good right now. He needs to keep that farm up though. One of the most difficult things to do on a Viper is to get the farm. And if you don't win in the early game, you're gonna start being behind. So he is going for the Sanjin Yasha, I believe, to help him out with that. They're all about mid game right now.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
That was weird. It was almost like the camera being on the bounty hunter made him get killed. In any case, wow, this Invoker, he's got boots to travel, 4 staff. Now, it's not enough really. It's not really enough to get back into this, but he is at the top of the net worth, so he's doing pretty well. Now there is a smoke in here by MVP. They could find out Zeus. They got damage. They got a vision for a second. Rocket not gonna hit anything or give vision. And MVP still looking for the pick off here. Yeah, I don't know. This match is getting a little bit boring. I really want, like, I trust that the pros know that, somewhat pros, know like when exactly they can go in on things. But like, Signature.Trust is playing super safe right now. I mean, Tusk in trouble. I guess they're not playing super safe. Here comes the Yule Scepter, and I mean, there's nothing else that the rating can do here. I mean, Tusk just goes right down because he's in the wrong place, and all of MVP are off the map. I mean, just like, at least give yourself something to do. Don't just be in mid by yourself and die. Sometimes I don't get it. And I mean, it's okay to play safe, but you also want to make your games a little bit shorter, so you don't have to play as much. When you start getting into these longer games, you increase the amount of mistakes that can occur. And well, you let MVP take another tower. Viper goes down, and well, QO in the middle of everything with the Aegis. I mean, you let MVP get an Aegis. It's a mistake. Now the Exorcism is gone, and there's another Aegis on. I mean, this Aegis on the Invoker doing so much work. MP really likes that. On the other side, Gyrocopter gonna get hit by the Shuri, and these Bounty Hunter kills. I mean, MVP with the Bounty Hunter kills, they can get right back into this. Another Yule Scepter onto the Gyrocopter. He's gonna die. That's 4 men down, and the Tusk is gonna finish off that 5-man team wipe. Full 5-man team wipe. Forev gonna finish it off, and you still have creeps on that mid lane. You can still go for the tower. Only the Aegis on the Death Prophet goes down, and that is a 7,000 gold swing. I mean, MVP, they're not going to go for the tower, because why should they? I mean, Signature is basically just giving them, like, free lead changes and stuff here. And they're giving them free time. I mean, time is one of the most expensive things in Dota. Like, certain lineups only work at certain times, and right now, MVP being allowed to get into theirs. And they take out the tier 2 tower in the mid lane after getting a 7,000 difference in gold. I mean, how else do you want to get back in the game? Death Prophet, 2,700 gold. She's got the courier going over to the secret shop. I'm guessing that's going to be the Mystic. Is it a Mystic staff for her? Yep, it's a Mystic staff. And this Invoker, he's got a point booster. And he's just going to use some Midas on the smaller tomato. I don't know what you call it, a squash creep? Because the red one's a tomato. Now here comes the smoke in. It's going to get revealed by Febby. Febby, 4 staff over the tree. The snowball comes through though, and Febby, and not long for this world. Febby goes down. Poor little Febby. And MVP, they're going to actually go for the push bot. The creeps are pushing in top. MVP go bot. I mean, Spearbreaker charging some creeps here. Zeus is going to try to defend. He's going to get some help from the rest of his team. And we'll see if MVP are able to take this. They have the exorcism available,
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
but they don't have enough personnel here. They're being forced to back up. There won't be a hook here from the Clockwork. Gyrocopter going to farm up a he's going to stack and possibly farm up a couple of creeps here. One thing I didn't really notice, they were using that Satyr creep earlier to stack up the Ancients. That's pretty smart, because not only does that, let's see if we can find one on the map. Forev's just gonna be walking around. Not really.
Radiant's bottom tower.
All right,
is
there's
under
one right
attack.
there. Right there. He's close. There's one right there. Charge here onto the Gyrocopter. Here comes the Sunstrike, who ends up going down. Oh, he gets killed by neutral creep. Okay. Sure. Sure, why not? You still get the gold for that, apparently. Yeah, we got the Satyr creep right there. So it slows and then it purges. And it wasn't one of those team fights. Febby gonna get helped out by the Spirit Breaker. Charge onto the Clockwork. He pops the Blade Mail, and here comes MP. MP comes in with the boosted travel, and they get a kill. Spirit Breaker now has the Black King bar. Dubu took out bot, and there's only the tier 2 remaining. I mean, I guess this was the timing. Febby got all those tracks off, and I mean, look at this gold change. Now heavily in favor of MVP. Heavily in favor.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
QO looking for the Roche, which is not going to respawn for less than a minute. And has 2,500 gold. Goes for a plate mail. I guess that's going to be a Shiva's out of him. Already has that Octarine as well. Rotation onto that bottom lane from a couple of heroes. Invoker has come in with the boosted travel. He has a soul booster and an Ags. Not a whole lot of gold though. Playing pretty immaculately. And MVP could make the... Oh man. Immediately popped by Febby. They know that he's there. But he's going to make... He's going to go down for the smoke. Whatever. But like... That's not what you want with the smoke. You want to get some kind of... A little bit more than a support bounty hunter. I mean, he's more than happy to take out those smokes for his team. It was it's a little bit of gold to a lot of people, but I mean, at this point, I mean, a smoke for a bounty hunter is pretty good for a bounty hunter when you consider that the smoke could have gone for much more than of his team. Roshan now available, and the Death Prophet goes in with the Exorcism right there. Roshan not looking too happy about this, but eventually does go down. Another Aegis to QO. And she gets that Invis rune. Looking for somebody here. Tusk trying to get some creeps. And the ghost will soon expire from the Death Prophet. She has that Yule Scepter. She could find somebody. I mean, they see all the ghosts. And here comes the hook. Oh, QO in trouble. Gonna get lightning bolted up here. She still has that Aegis. Here comes the silence onto the Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter goes down right off the bat. The Bounty Hunter also down, so they won't have the track for the rest of this fight, but the Clockwork, who was already tracked, will go down. Yule Scepter on the Viper, goes up to the sky. MP on the backside, trying to do some stuff. The Aegis going to get popped from the... Drugs are bad, kids. The Death Prophet. And now the Gyrocopter up against 4. He's trying to do everything, but it's not going to be enough. The Sunstrike will come through, and the Invoker gets the kill. Now Zeus going to get Yule Scepter up into the sky. He could try to get out. He will not be able to. He doesn't have mobility. He gets silenced. He dies. That's 4 down for MVP with a buyback on the Bounty Hunter. Yes, and the Gyrocopter. He died back there. Wow. Wow. Tier 3 tower in trouble, will go down to MVP. MVP showing their strength here. I mean, it was a little bit difficult for them early in the match, but a couple of key tracks by the bounty hunter and kills. I mean, I guess Signature were, good to be safe, but eventually MVP got back into it. I guess not safe enough. I'm not really sure about that one. The middle set of racks goes down. The exorcism of QO. Octarine course, so good on her. I mean, they just take out bot. All those little butterflies flapping around. I think they're actually bats. We'll call them bat flies. Snowball goes through onto the Forge Spirits, and now only the tier 2 tower in top remaining. MVP trying to even out this. Oh, that's it. I guess they just want to get to the next thing. Alright. Signature, they don't feel like coming back in this one at all. And on the back of the Death Prophet, the Phoenix team, MVP Phoenix from Korea, they take this one after being behind in the early game. So just showing that you should never give up. And you got to just trust your team. That'll do it for this match. I'm Pythian. MVP Phoenix and Signature going 1-1 in the deadlock in Group B of the Southeast Asia Dota 2 qualifier. We'll be back with some more matches in just a moment. But for now, cheers.